Something smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm hungry. Jake, are you eating El Ranchito Taco Shop?
Mm-hmm. That looks amazing. What did you order?
Tacos.
What?
Guac.
Jake, are you choking? Get out of my way, Michael. He needs the Heimlich.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening again. Jake, you know you're allergic to avocado. One generic allergy medication later. Are you okay?
Yeah. Almost dying is so worth it to have some El Ranchito creamy guac. Thanks, Eric, for trying to save me, even though I wasn't joking.
I know. I just wanted to get you from behind.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everybody that if you're ever in the Inland Empire and are craving some great Mexican food, visit El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
Seriously, I follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
More than just great Mexican food.
Wet ass pussy?
Wow.
Sorry to our
Macaroni in
Italian
a pot.
listeners.
It's wet ass pizza.
What ass pizza?
Macaroni in a pot.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Wait a second.
Welcome to...
What?
Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything kind of in the automotive industry.
Most of it.
Most of it.
Oh, apparently I'm not
Sometimes.
bringing us in. It was Allie.
Well, no,
I guess
you
so.
can.
No, it's fine. The
But
damage
it
is done.
shouldn't- It
Yes,
doesn't
it
go
is.
counterclockwise.
But that's what it says.
Okay, anyways.
That's why I was confused, and I stole the torch.
Did.
Let's go ahead and open up our beverages now that everybody's gotten their yayas out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Lord. Wow.
Big charge. So, I'm Jake, service advisor. Everybody knows there's no life in my eyes. And to my left, the newly inaugurated service advisor,
Don't.
Michael Sarah. Welcome to the club, you masochist fuck.
Hi. My name is Mike Sarah. I do a lot of different things in the dealership.
Nope, just a service advisor now.
To my left is
Amen.
Eric Montenegro.
Oh, hello. Amen, for sure. That's me. Yeah.
Hi, bud.
I do stuff and things around the shop.
You
No,
No,
definitely
no.
not.
like to be
That's not what he
stuffed by
does.
things.
Yes, that's it. There we go. Thank you. Hashtag
It's
tell
the
the bell.
beginning of the episode.
That's what hooks them.
That's it. Speaking of hooks,
You hooker.
there,
It's
Paul.
me. I'm the bitch. I'm also a lover.
And back for a second time in the studio. See? Norm.
I'm a warranty administrator for Volkswagen.
Nope.
Stuff. What do you do, Norm?
I am a senior master shop foreman, technician, do things for Ford, and I discipline, and also I am disciplined, and I'm the only person who changed their clothes this week.
Oh, that's true.
God damn it.
I need a good discipline.
I was going to turn my shirt inside out, but I wasn't sure.
That's a joke for the YouTube listeners. YouTube watchers. Creepers.
Alrighty, we'll get right into things. So,
I'm hungry.
are you now?
I am.
I think
I
we
can
should
really go some friend barbecue.
He,
barbecue?
he wants a CMS.
Barbecue. What's a CMS?
Cock meat Sammy.
Oh, definitely. All day, every day, please.
So, last week.
KFC extra crispy on the way.
Yeah. Extra crispy.
Thank you, sir.
Fuck yeah.
2, 3, 4 people. Because
3 people are leaving.
Correct.
That's correct.
but I heard one of those 3 people say they were hungry.
Well, Eric's hungry, but
So the extra cost, you could really start charging
so last week we had a company barbecue.
Yeah, we did.
So yeah, last week we had a company barbecue, and it's been a bit since we had one, but it was kind of a weird impromptu one, like right after COVID, where everything was like kind of okay to do that type of stuff, but it really wasn't. So this was the first real. Everybody show up, hang out for an hour and a half, eat food that 50%,
The dealership shuts down
And
mostly.
Eat food that 50% of the time is undercooked, and you might get salmonella. It's a good time.
Everyone
I'm
loves
pretty
the
sure you
gamble.
talked about that before.
We have. It's a constant going thing.
I just want to say really quick, my burger was perfectly cooked, and
Mine was too, actually.
I did not complain. Apparently, our new shop foreman got like a raw burger.
Still cold in the middle.
Yeah,
I was like, I like my burgers rare. So
That was on purpose.
and I was so excited. I was like, "How'd you like the barbecue?" And he's like, "It was pretty terrible." I was like, "Oh no."
So with the company barbecues, the owner of the dealership likes to do his normal speeches where it's like, oh, you guys are great, and
Team.
and team, and you all stay here because I'm great.
this
and
is just a small token.
and the business model is perfect, and that's why you all cohese so well, and this, that, and the other thing. And it's just like
Complete bullshit?
No, it's no.
We clap. Yes.
Yes.
Man, nothing's fucked here. Nothing is fucked.
Excuse me. Bullshit. Yeah, sorry, allergic to bullshit. So, and then he also goes through the whole entire thing of, reading off the Yelp reviews, if they're good, not bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He reads off the Yelp reviews.
Positive reinforcement.
Exactly. Or the surveys that we get that are outstanding. But the one that stood out that was funny was for me, Alex, and Joe. And
Service manager and
Joe Mama.
fellow service writer.
right. And this person was fresh out of the 1950s.
Oh, this was so cute.
Like right out of the 1950s, he or she, I'm not really sure who it was, said, Jake and Alex are the bee's knees.
Yes.
And your service manager, and Joe is just a go-getter whippersnapper.
He's like a young whippersnapper. He's
my
the
God.
oldest person
A
there.
young whippersnapper, so that was fun. And so, instead of Domino's Pizza, it was burgers from Costco. Thank you, Costco. And sausages from who the fuck knows where. And chicken breasts that were about the dryness of a cotton ball. Yeah.
Delicious.
I actually really enjoyed these barbecues.
They're fun to talk with
Oh,
everybody.
that's the chicken sandwich you
It's
have
a
at home.
great
Makes
team
sense.
No,
building
it's not.
exercise.
No, that chicken sandwich is from Beeps.
I was kidding. But
I'm just telling you.
Yes. And what goes hand in hand with this is, and Michael will
yes.
appreciate this, Eric dealt with this at one point when he was up in our neck of the woods. But where we used to have these barbecues was kind of at the ass end of the Mazda service department and underneath a massive oak tree, couple 100 years old. It'd probably take
Huge.
from hand to hand me, like 6 or 7 of me to hug it.
That's a lot of Jakes.
Yeah, it's a lot of Jakes.
Yeah, we don't want to be in that world.
You can barely handle one.
I do.
Americans will measure in anything but
But the metric system.
It's about 6 or 7 Jakes.
Yeah. If you stuck a giraffe neck end to end, it would take 3 giraffe necks. So we got cleared by the city to actually remove 5 oak trees
Which
From that
is
property.
from that property, which is
a big deal.
unheard of where we live because they're very protected.
remove or relocate.
Remove, destroy.
Only because they were sick.
This is my story, and I will tell it how I
I'm just
please.
helping you, my love.
That sounded like interrupting.
Yeah, I thank you, Eric. You're lovely and you're beautiful. And do you need help?
But
Call this
yes,
number.
I do need help.
So Allie is correct in saying, after again stealing my thunder, some of these trees were sick and completely dead, and the city has to send
Like
out
my soul.
yes. The city has to send out a specialist, an arborist that is all about trees, and this guy looked like he's been a virgin since day one.
That's how
Where
it
we
I would
works.
are.
hope so.
Yeah, I know.
Arborist. You said arborist, right? Yeah, that's how they are.
Yes.
Barist.
Pocket protector, very thick Coke bottle glasses, white shirt tucked in, the whole 9 yards. Exact Poindexter to a T.
What do you have against pocket protectors?
Nothing. And he looks at 4 of them are dead. And apparently what they look for is if the trees have any buds on them to verify, oh, it will come back or it's actually dead. 1 was burnt to a crisp from the fires. And the rest of them had had been emaciated from termite damage. So those were fine. But the one that I was talking about, the giant one, still had green on it. It was still very much alive. And, a couple 100-year-old tree. So what happened with this is, I'm pretty sure I talked about this, and if I didn't, I'll revisit.
You dumped some coolant on the roots.
Drove copper nails. Never mind. We had a customer, allegedly, one of the weekends prior to this happening, or where the arborist came out, is underneath the tree is nice and shady. Everybody likes to hang out under there, whatever. It had termite damage on some of the larger branches, and this thing had been attempted to be cut down or trimmed by an old employee, stopped because somebody caught him and said, "You can't do this." Termite damage, it had been struck by lightning, it had caught on fire. I mean,
Protected tree, most likely, also.
right, a very protected tree.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can hide this one. It's like you see the dealership and it's like, oh, there's one of the two enormous 400-year-old trees. So a customer was underneath it one day looking at one of the CX-5s that's very close to that. And a
Staring
branch,
straight up at the icicle.
yes, and a branch that was 5, 6, 7 feet long and took 5 adult males to lift, 300 pounds, snapped and came within inches of whaling this guy. And it 40, 50 feet up in the air. So it would have killed him, no questions.
Oh my God.
And it landed in front of him and it splintered, shot all over him. So he still got hurt.
Oh, yeah, all over him.
So all over him. So we told the arborist, we're like, and we want to get rid of this one. And he goes, oh, there's no way. It's still alive. And then my sales manager goes, well, it almost killed somebody. I'd be more than happy to get you in touch with him so that you can go ahead and deal with his legal fees if there are any. He goes, all right, you guys are allowed to cut this one down.
This tree is gone.
This tree is gone. So they chopped down all 5 of them. So if you drive by, you can see it is open.
I might go for a road trip tomorrow.
Yep, it is completely open. And
Does that mean you guys are going to be expanding soon?
okay, something weird about
yes.
this. Even though the owner of the dealership owns the land, it is not owned by a stipulation where that little opening where the tree was has to be left as landscaping.
A memorial to the tree.
Green
A
space.
memorial.
You cannot level it and extend it to fit another 35, 40 cars. Has to be left alone.
So, may I add to your story?
Oh, when did you get here?
You're getting ugga-tugga.
I am. Yes, ma'am.
So the joke always is from the owner saying, "Oh, it's time for the barbecue. Everybody meet under the old oak tree." And it's
Isn't
not
that a
there
song?
anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. That's why he says it. And so he said that, and so many jokes were made of what oak tree and da 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 da. And he has such a it was so much stress. These fucking stupid trees.
Law damage was constant.
Yeah, and he was it was really funny, but there's no oak tree anymore. It's just a big mulch pit now.
Well, and the saying with that any time is he's like, if the dealership ever catches on fire, put out everything but the oak trees.
And now that they're gone, he's not going to expand or rebuild or anything.
He can't.
It has to be green space.
Apparently, he missed that whole part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay, Mike.
He
We
was
still
too
love
busy
you.
making notes about ugga-dugging you.
Yes, I know.
It's not a lie.
So, anyways,
Any gays?
Norm, you need to talk about your Ranger.
All right, so I recently changed dealerships, and in this change,
Congratulations.
there was a Ranger parked in the back 40, and being the owner of a new Ranger, I spotted it and said, "Hey, what's that Ranger doing parked here? What's it here for?" And they said, "Oh, it's a front differential. This is its third one."
Oh my God.
So I take a knee and take an eyeball, and can anyone guess what brand the lift kit is? Anyone?
No.
What's the absolute cheapest, worst lift kit you could possibly buy?
Rancho, Super Lift.
One more, starts with an R.
Procon. Oh,
Rough
Oh,
Country.
Rough Country. Yeah.
never heard of it.
So this thing has a 6-inch Rough Country lift kit in it. And I'll send you the picture.
6-inch on a Ranger, new Ranger.
Yes.
New Ranger.
The driveline angles are bonkers.
Which
So-
they already had a problem with.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yes, they did for noise.
for a normal Ranger, the front differential is dead 90 degrees level to the ground. It's at a right angle.
Okay.
In the rough country kit, it's a frame drop kit, and it tips the front diff significantly, like a full hand breadth. So if you look at where the fill and drain plugs are, the fill plug you fill to the plug until it pours out and you put the plug in.
Right.
This kit tips the differential so that the fill plug is about 4 fingers taller than it should be. And puts
Canadians will measure in anything but the
metrics. Yeah, if I told y'all 4 centimeters, nobody would know. They'd have to pull out their little weens.
I think it's about an inch.
Last week's episode, he said it was average.
So this the front pinion is 4 centimeters taller than the fill plug, whereas in the stock truck it is dead level with the fill plug. So this truck is brought in, and I look it over because I'm a shop foreman now and I deal with problem trucks. Mm-hmm. The front diff is in its special little drop cradle, and that drop cradle has been welded several times. So I ask the backstory. So what's the deal? Oh, he's constantly snapping the front diff out of this truck. And we weld the cradle, and then we send him on his way. And then we weld the cradle.
Chug.
Every time it breaks, it gets a little bit shorter, and it's tweaking the diff up. So now the front pinion starved of oil, it seized, and broke the housing.
Wonderful.
And they're waiting on a front diff housing. We put one in, it lasts 100 meters and seizes, chucks an axle. 100 meters, like literally drives from the repairing technician's bay, who wasn't me.
That's about 330 feet for you Americans.
Yeah, a little less than 100 yards or a little more, I'm not sure. But the road testing the truck after the repair, and it spits an axle out and locks up. We get it towed back in, look at it, full of glitter. Oil's there, everything's there. We pull the fill plug, the oil is where it should be, but it's fabulous. So we thought, this is impossible for this to be a standard, it can't be the lift kit. It only went 100 meters. It had to be misbuilt. Nobody disagreed with that, so we said, you know what,
Service part warranty.
You'll give them one. It can't be, so service part warranty. Throw a new diff in it a month and a half later. And I take it for a 2-kilometer road test with the technician who repaired it. We call the customer and said, bring a trailer. We don't know how long this one's going to last. and he was the worst. So this truck was purchased from a Kia dealer, already modified. So he bought it from Kia, broke it, brought it to Ford, insisted on free loaners, free this, free that.
Of course.
No. Go away. We fix it once. Say, hey, your diff's in. We're going to have it fixed today. Oh, it broke immediately. Sorry, but this is what we're going to do. Okay, get another one in. Tell him to bring a trailer. He doesn't bring a trailer. So he says, how much warranty do I get with this? Taillight warranty.
Yep.
I see your taillights. Your warranty's over. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. I said, bring a trailer. Drop this off 1 block from the dealer you want to trade it in at. Not here. Get there, take it off the trailer, and trade it in. That's my advice to you. Doesn't listen. Drives off. Next day, it's in our tow zone. Front diff's blown to hell again. What are you going to do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what kind of red flags they're going to raise when this truck is submitted for another front differential?
Yeah.
Call your aftermarket warranty.
Yeah.
Aftermarket warranty says, no, we already bought one. We're done with him too. He calls Ford Canada and tells them everything about the truck, including the lift kit.
Yeah, that's been modified.
And they told him to get
heavily.
fucked.
Yeah, well, they call us.
Sports
They-
desk update. Cubs lost
No.
6-2.
Woo! Go Dodgers!
All right, sorry for your loss.
Fucking grand slam in the night.
Hell yeah.
Back to your story.
Where's Bellinger now?
Catching all your fucking home runs.
Fuck you.
Podcast?
Sorry.
Ford calls us back and says, hey, this customer for this vehicle calls us and said, what, all these things. Is this correct? Yes, it's modified. Yes, lift kit. This is how we went about it. Aftermarket warranty paid for a diff. It failed immediately. In 100 yards, we suspected a build quality problem and put another one in. They said, okay, we'll back you on that build quality problem, and it's modified, so no more warranty. So he calls back mad because Ford said, get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we say get lost, and there are no more diffs to be had in the world. So he
Use
trades.
them all on your car, sir.
Yeah.
He traded the truck in.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and
With a shot diff.
with a shot diff. So he took a humongous loss on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then he bought an F-150 and immediately puts
A lift
rough
kit.
country level kit in it. Which, and I tried to explain to him 100 times, if Ford offers it, you can have it. For the Rangers, like mine, Ford offers a 2.5-inch lift kit. That means you can have a 2.5-inch kit from anybody, and it's warranty.
And it's covered.
Oh,
it's
wait,
covered.
seriously?
Yeah,
It's
If
from
Oh,
Ford.
shit.
If it's
oh,
offered,
okay, wait.
so if Ford offers something from the accessory catalog,
Okay.
So Ford offers a 2.5-inch
Right.
lift kit from the Ford accessory catalog. So any 2.5-inch lift kit, anything that meets that same specification,
The criteria for
will
all of that stuff.
keep the warranty. You won't obviously have warranty on the parts you bought from the
Right.
outside company because Ford's kit is a
But it
Fox
doesn't
kit.
void the warranty.
But it doesn't void the warranty.
God, Ford is awesome.
On the half tons and on the Super Duties, there are no lift kits available from Ford Accessories. On the Mustangs, you can go to Ford Accessories and get a supercharger. So you keep your warranty if you put on a supercharger. In this particular nice gentleman's case, he's gone and voided the warranty on the truck he just bought by trading in a truck he modified to death. And that's the end of that story. So he took an enormous loss, carried over extra debt.
Waiting for another
overfinanced.
loss.
You know, we can only get financing for 90 months now.
Oh, my God.
What?
Yeah, you can 90-month financing now because half tons are in 6 digits where I come from.
You're
They can be that high.
Wow.
For a what?
F-150 can top out at about 105 now.
For a Platinum, I could see that. Or Shelby.
Yeah, no, we don't even get Shelby's, those Tuscany garbage plastic shit boxes. Those are about $170,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Yeah, the Tonkas and the Shelbys are 170K.
Tonka?
What's a Tonka?
You've never seen those?
No.
They're just like the Shelbys, but they're bright, obscenely bright, eye-searing yellow.
It's
Oh,
like
like
the
a
Tonka
Like a
truck.
Tonka truck.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then they just have all this plastic molding all over it to make it look like this boxy toy truck. They
I
got,
love it.
and it's all double-sided
Someone look
tape
up a
stick
picture.
on.
Oh,
I want
God.
to see it.
Hey, America, please get us these trucks in America.
Now, is the Canadian dollar above us right now?
No,
No.
we haven't been above you since the original OG Trudeau screwed our dollar up.
Gotcha.
So we're at about 31 cents on the dollar right now.
Gotcha. So it's still 120,000 American, 130,000 American. Am I doing my math right there?
120 is about right. Yeah.
God, that's fucking ridiculous.
Sounds about right for us, yeah.
God, that's nuts. Well, I mean, one of our tech Skeeter has a top of the line F-250 with all the bells and whistles, diesel. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
And-
I've worked on it.
That was an insanely expensive truck,
Yeah.
but I mean, you look at it and you're like, that kind of makes sense. I just don't see it with an F-150.
Yeah. I mean, the new trucks today are
Is it
going
only
for
this
so much
old
money.
body style that
it's
has it?
insane.
Yeah, that's the most.
They have a lot of technology, a lot of creature comforts in
Right.
them. I mean, there's
like it.
a lot of different things.
Well, I was going to say he's got the step up, the bar that you hold on to, the live feed hitch, trailer hitch camera, the mirrors do this, the side panels do that. It's a nice truck. Oh my God.
I liked the one that I
Tonka.
showed you.
That's hilarious. The toys that I played with in the sandbox. There it is in full size.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So is.
So, continuing on with our warranty fund, what's the new TSB?
Oh, my goodness. The new TSB.
69,420.
Oh,
That's the same combination I use for my luggage.
oh God.
Weird. Only an idiot would have that on his luggage.
Spaceballs reference. Ding the bell.
Yes.
Ding ding.
So,
How many assholes are on this ship?
Major asshole. So, this new TSB number 69420, is called Customer States Ever Since After a Recent Repair Requests Free Work. The model is human or whatever they identify as. 1904 to 2005 customer. This article.
I understand.
Some
now.
customers are reporting that ever since a recent service, an unrelated problem to the previous repair occurs. The customer then goes to state that the technician from the last service caused the issue and the repair should be made free of charge. Follow the service procedure to correct the concern if the customer meets the following criteria. All customers built on or before October 10th, 2005 exhibits a concern they state was caused by previous repairs, even though previous repairs are in no way, shape, or form related to the current related to concern currently present. Not eligible for warranty, even if customer's manufacturer comes in with them and goes all Karen on you. Perform service procedure, deny loaner, apply care package, and advise to fuck off in whichever direction best suits them. That pays 3 hours.
Damn, that's a good paying TSP.
The causal part is $69,420.
Nice.
I actually thought you were going to come up with one of the more recent stupid actual TSBs, but that one's great.
Yeah. Service
Are you guys
procedure.
aware of? Are you aware of that one?
I have it printed out and ready to distribute on my toolbox.
Service procedure. If customer believes problem is due to recent repairs, swiftly insert foot between customer's legs. Step 2. Repeat step 1 as necessary. Advise the customer they may experience rougher than normal operation of device between legs depending on how customer is equipped.
Ding ding.
That's it.
That's wonderful.
Yes, I thought y'all might enjoy that.
That is fantastic. And if I remember correctly, that is the one that is printed out in like the Ford format of TSPs, right?
Yeah, it looks like a perfect
Yeah,
TSB.
yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I want to make a monster one like that.
A Mazda one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just.
I don't have that kind of skills for.
It's not printed out specific to Ford. It's
Oh, I
just a
thought
general
it did
TSP.
say for. Oh, okay, I see.
It looked like a Ford format one to
Yeah,
me.
the one I have is a perfect photo representation of a Ford
Is
TSB.
it?
I hope they make that for every manufacturer so that some shop foreman or somebody somewhere can print that out and put them on every technician's toolbox. Be like, hey, just so you guys know, there's this new TSB out. I put it on your toolbox. Just like make sure you take a look at it and, be aware of this coming out.
I gave it to the service manager of our sister store. He laughed his ass off.
Because it looks official at first.
It does.
Just wonderful.
It does.
All right, we got a joke before the break.
One more. What's Irish and stays out all night?
The leper gone?
It's not me.
No, hold on. No, wait, no. I give up.
Patio furniture.
Oh God.
Patty.
I get it.
And on that note, let's thank our sponsors. Cue the music,
my
please.
Lord.
Maestro, anytime. Right now. We'd appreciate
The
it.
facial recognition.
Thank you so much to Travis
No, the
Ferris from
facial
Hit Distributing, supplying us with Justice Brothers products.
And also-
JB80.
Yep, that as well.
Yes.
And
Thank you,
also-
Nick Lowers from Macco Tools, and supplying Milwaukee. Thank you to
Blair, hurry up.
Ray Moon from El Ranchito
Thank
Taco
you.
Shop, supplying us with delicious tacos and guac.
Thank you to Norman Glazier from Stovocor Metal Works. We really appreciate you.
And to Dale Follett of Twisted Builds, LLC.
And
Indeed.
Bruce Vane for the tunage.
And thank you to Spotify for putting our cast out there for all the pods to listen.
And you, sweet, sweet listener.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Meow?
Hi, Mike Serra here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
One more time. 30 more minutes and you can eat chicken.
Oh, I did it again! Oh, let's do that!
I didn't.
Welcome back to Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything in the automotive industry.
My God.
Usurpation.
That was a total dick move.
No, actually, it's Ali says is much better than me.
But she's not.
Let the record state she's waving at
She's
the camera.
waving. Do you have something to say to our people? Nothing? No?
Hi, Ali. It's really good for an audio format. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Ali. What's your name?
Allie, hi. You're rude.
Uh-huh.
You're rude. Welcome back. You know, with all of that fuckery that we just witnessed, I'd like to drink it away a little bit. So
Drinky Plinky. Oh,
here,
wait.
I'm gonna open my water bottle. I do that all the time.
Gulp. Gulp.
Very good job, everyone. Except Jake. So the next topic is one that I
Have
am
no
not
idea.
aware of. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it says backup camera guy.
All right. So this is another one from me. We all have customers who don't understand their vehicles.
No.
Don't look at their vehicles. Don't read things. Look for things.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
Forbidden texts.
Yeah, the owner's manual is a forbidden text. We had a guy who followed me from my old dealership to my new dealership wanting a backup camera installed in his chassis cab F450. These trucks usually come with boxes of accessories in them. So when you buy them and they are supposed to have a backup camera, when it's a chassis cab, the backup camera comes in a box. And that box is typically thrown under the back seat.
Okay.
And when you get your upfitter put on, you put on your sled deck or your mechanics box or whatever, then the upfitter puts your camera in for you. This gentleman insists that where he bought the truck, stole the camera, and he needs one installed. Order one for me. I'll come there and I'll get you to put it custom into my brand new fancy sled deck. It's $1,100 for the kit.
What's a sled deck?
It's a special deck that goes onto the back of a truck that tilts off so you can drive your skidoo on it. And then the truck pulls the deck up onto the back of the truck.
skidoo?
That's a snowmobile, Eric.
Yeah,
A skidoo.
the skidoo.
I'm looking at Norman. Don't fucking interrupt, you cunt.
Motorized tracked snow
Gotcha.
mobile
Is that the same as a skidoo
skidoo.
Skidoo.
or a sea-doo?
Sea-doo
No,
is what
that's
I
a-
was
on
thinking of
snow.
sea-doo.
That's for the melty snow.
Ah, gotcha.
Melty snow. All right.
All right. So I go through the process of drilling a hole in this guy's $10,000 deck to mount his camera and all.
That's fine.
And we reiterate to him, did you look for this stuff? Do you have it? Are you sure? No, I got robbed, blah, 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 blah. Day after I install his camera, he calls me up and sends me a picture of the box under his back seat
Yep.
containing his $1,100 camera.
Yeah.
And he says, can
I
you
want a
return
refund.
this? I want my money back.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
well, no, that's an accessory box. The box all your stuff came in is in the recycling bin, like we are good Canadians and will want to do. And so he was a little upsetty spaghetti about it because he had spent all this money and We had done a
Did
custom
you say
install.
spaghetti about it?
Upsetti spaghetti.
Upsetti spaghetti.
spaghetti.
All right. Well, he probably won't be back.
Well, no, he will be because he's been banned from pretty much every other dealership he's ever gone to because
geez.
he's a real hothead, and he tends to explode. He always buys a truck that's not outfitted the way he wants. He sees something and likes it, and then buys it without test driving it, and then freaks out about the different things it doesn't have. Like the truck before this one, he bought and he doesn't have upfitter switches. So all the new Ford trucks, the Super Duties, have 6 switches in the roof for you to do various things with. He bought the truck and it had none of the switches. So he come to me after getting thrown out of the dealership where he bought the truck because he freaked out. You guys promised this. You guys said it had that. And I don't not believe him. Salesmen are liars.
Yeah.
But it didn't have those things. And then he brought it to me and I worked my magic and I put the switches in his truck at great cost to him. But he does this. He just sees something and, oh, that's a pretty color. I'll buy it. And then it's not what he wants and it doesn't work and someone else has to make it right. But before then, he freaks out where he got it and gets thrown out and banned. So he's my customer for life because I end up fixing most of the things that he screws up. So
Oh no,
it's a
he's
little
like
bit of my fault.
the worst.
Because you were
buyer's
nice to
remorse.
him.
You get married to it.
Yeah. But he pays. He's got money.
Handsomely.
You know, he on a whim bought a Hellcat and then the car nearly killed him, so we sold it. And then on a whim,
I can't imagine you can drive those very much out there.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not great.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the proper driving environment.
I mean, from what I witnessed on my way here from the airport, Hellcat drivers can barely keep it together in California roads.
yeah. Did you like that experience?
That was fantastic.
Go on.
Just an aggro Charger driver.
So from LAX airport to our area, we witnessed nearly, I think, 7 accidents?
Oh, yeah.
Like 4 of which we would have been involved in, if not for...
You're stellar paying attention.
No. We through the grace
Tell
of
me
LA
more.
traffic. But yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, wild. So that's it. Backup camera guy. Somebody didn't look under their seat. You know, those customers that come in with hey, how does this work? Oh, allow me to break the plastic off the sacred texts and show you where it says in this book how to work that thing.
How many hours do you charge for putting like the outrigger switches?
Well, the upfitter switches were complicated because you have a firewall pass through because all the relay system is under the hood and that's tied into the battery. Then you have to pass the control wires through the firewall, up the pillar, through the headliner to the upfitter switch pod, take out the old one, modify the headliner to fit the new one, and so on and so forth. I think I got around 6 hours for that job.
Sounds about right.
And and then custom backup.
Yeah, you heard that
cameras.
correctly. Sounds about white.
Okay, I just
Just making sure.
And how many hours for the camera?
The camera I just charged straight time, but I think I took lunch, so it was around 3 hours. But you have to measure 3 times and cut once because you're drilling a hole in this very fancy polished aluminum deck, and you have to build a custom container to hold the little camera and put it in the back because Ford gives you this enormous, I don't know, what is that? That's probably 7 inches across.
I love your gracious measurements.
Very gracious. That's about
5.
4 to 5.
Is that? Oh, yeah. That's it. But
Is that why women can't measure because they don't have that to measure?
yeah. I mean, what are you going to do?
Oh boy.
Yeah, Ford gives you this really, really ugly metal pod that you're supposed to just blast on the back of something to hold the camera, and nobody likes it, so you end up having to improvise.
And fabbing it
If
yourself.
you care enough,
If
which a lot of technicians don't.
That's right.
They're just going to fucking bolt it on and be the end of it. But
is it square?
whatever. Not my fucking problem.
Yeah.
Turn it a little bit. Tilt your head when you're looking at the screen.
Tilt your head. That's
That would
Just
bother
deflate
me.
the tires on one side.
There you go. Now it's level.
well, those Super Duties tend to lean anyway, so
Yeah, it's a fuel tank. It carries so much fuel.
Oh my god, yeah.
Speaking of a customer that likes to argue, you got to argue. You got to be a Karen.
I did. So, in my new role at the dealership, I've been more involved with the used car department. And in that, it's like, what do we want to certify as certified pre-owned? What do we want to wholesale? What do we want to actually repair on the vehicles before we put them on the front line? And, I have to be in the meetings with all of the managers talking about like, what are we going to do with these cars? Do we put tires on it? Do we do brakes? Do we do an oil change? All these sort of things that for us as technicians and people in the car industry are no brainers, but for these people that are looking at the numbers are a different thing. So now it turns out that I actually get to argue with one of the most feared people at my dealership, who is the general manager, and tell him, listen, these tires are really dry rotted. We certainly cannot certify them as a CPO or a certified pre-owned vehicle if these tires are, yes, granted, they're 6/32, but they're 6 years old. You cannot certify a car with 6-year-old tires that are dry rotted on them. Like, it's just not a thing. So I get to stand up and fight for the technicians to get their time,
For my
parts
right.
department to get their parts, and the customer to get a qualified vehicle. So it's very interesting to be in a position like that. I don't know. It's just weird. I still feel like I'm doing a good thing by stepping in and trying to help out. But at the same time, I also don't want to lose my job by arguing with the guy that signs my checks.
Yeah. Understandable.
So real quick about the whole tire thing, right? I pulled my car in to do an oil change.
I'm sure you had a repair order written on it.
And I was doing my multi-point inspection, and no, it wasn't during the multi-point. I was getting ready to rotate the tires, and I'm between 4 and 30 seconds. So it's almost time for tires, right? And out of curiosity, I decided to look at the dot code on my tires.
The dot.
DOT, Department of Transportation.
Oh.
So the dot code tells you when the tire was produced along with other information. So my car is a 2013. The dot code reads the 21st week of 2012.
It's tire time.
My tires are 11 years old. Unbeknownst to me, mind you, I've had the car for almost 2 years. I don't drive it much, like at all. I maybe put 5,000 miles on it a year. Maybe. And the tread was fine. And they're not dry rotted to shit. They are starting to dry rot a little bit in between the treads on the actual contact, but the sidewalls are like new,
Pristine.
I would have never suspected unless I looked at that damn dot code. So needless to say, Norman, yes, it is tire time. So much for those last 30 seconds.
Do you like garage this vehicle or
It
something?
was so this vehicle was garaged its entire life. When I purchased it a year and a half ago, it had 27,000 miles on it for a 2013.
Which one is this?
My Lexus.
Oh, sorry, Lexus.
And
Alexis.
and an old man had it. I don't know why he sold it to the dealer, but he sold it to the dealer, and it had the specific package that I wanted on that car. And so I swooped on it, and it's mine. I actually just got it back from the dealer today. It spent a week at the dealership for some minor shit.
At least Mercury was nice to you.
And when I say minor shit, it was $6,500 worth of minor shit.
Wow.
How much?
$6,500.
Doesn't
One more
sound
time.
$6,500.
American dollars.
American dollars. I paid a whopping $250
Oh.
Wow.
for a new head unit and a new parking brake actuator module. Yeah,
So,
good times.
Michael, speaking of your GM,
General Motors.
General
Yes.
manager.
is one of your bigwig guys drive a Rolls Royce?
Probably. I mean, he's a bigwig, right? By definition.
There's been a Rolls that's been parked at your dealer quite frequently lately.
I see one on the
Is
front
it the
lot.
white one?
Huh?
Is it the white one?
I honestly don't remember if it was white.
You have one for sale on the front.
We had one that came in for a brief period of time.
Yeah.
That was a white. I don't know Rolls Royces, but it was a Rolls Royce.
What the hell do you trade a Rolls Royce in for?
Ford Fusion.
No. Auction.
We didn't keep that car.
Whoa, I see.
We didn't
Okay.
keep that car. That car was
17 Ford Fusion.
that car was looked at briefly and then sent well away from the dealership because there's a reason why.
Right.
There's a reason why. Yeah, that was
always
horrible.
is.
So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Allie got fucked at work.
I'm going to tell the majority of this.
you should
and Allie
because you tell it better.
and
She
Allie
literally
can,
got fucked at work.
and Allie can chime.
No, I didn't.
So
Not literally.
Literally.
Mazda
Metaphorically.
trades district service managers like you would change your socks or your underwear. It's just not a position
I
that
just flipped mine
A
inside out.
clean person.
right.
Okay. Damn it.
That is what one would call a jumping off point for a lot of the guys that are trying to get into the corporate level of Mazda, where that is your last step of being someone's bitch. It's like you're the one who runs around and does everything. You're the one who goes to the dealerships. You're the one who stands in for the meetings, blah, 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 blah. And you've got,
that's what I appreciate about you.
sure it is. And you answer to a bunch of other people and they stay there for, generally speaking, I've seen it go as quick as like 5 or 6 months and then they move up the ladder, and I've seen a couple of years and they move up the ladder, but it is, you aren't in that job. You are not in that position because you want to be there for that position.
It's a stepping stone.
Exactly. So the thing is, with every single DSM that we've had, we make it very, very, very fucking clear.
There's
that
an arrangement.
there is an arrangement that has been since the dawn, they'll have to bleep it. Sorry.
Thanks for letting everybody know.
You're welcome. Since the dawn of the dealership, or since when Mazda really cared about that or started sending out metrics like how many video views you've got, or what your percentage is on Fixed It Right the first time, or how many positive reviews you have, all of that stuff. The metrics that matter, you are allowed to send to the owner in an email. If they're metrics that don't fucking matter, you do not send it to the owner. Period. End of discussion. Send it to the managers. The managers will then decide if it's a proper thing for the owner to see. Because, and Allie got roped into this, the new guy that we have, who is very green, he's got experience, but he's not a guy you go and grab a beer with, which most of our DSMs are. Like our last one, Brandon, super cool guy, very relaxed. You, like I said, go have a beer with him. He didn't give a damn. This guy, on the other hand, is a little bit more to the book, doesn't quite get it. So what he did is he sent out an email to the owner that was for a metric that does not fucking matter. Literally does not matter. It doesn't get us bonuses. It doesn't get us money. Doesn't get us more cars. Nothing.
For the sake of argument, if you don't mind, what is the metric? What are you?
So this is where I'm going to jump in.
You
So-
misheard. It's the Matrix.
The
Metric
we're
of the
on the
matrix.
same-
the metric is average days to submit. Okay.
How long it takes you to submit a warranty claim?
Correct.
Now,
So-
and I'll jump in real quick and you can finish.
Okay.
We were what, third from the bottom?
We were 6th out of 10.
Wait, I thought we were. Anyways,
No.
That's the same thing.
Third, fourth from the bottom would be 6 out of 10. Right.
I don't know. I'm not good at math.
Either way, it was funny.
but in the owner's eyes and in his words, this is not how so-and-so dealer operates.
He said it is not the name of the dealership's way and that we should be in the top 10% of our region. Okay, cool. But first off, because the way our system
Dinosaur.
of doing things are, I do not receive a claim, maybe not even know about the claim until the RO, the repair order, has been cashiered, all the accounting done,
Goes to the
service
manager's
manager
hands.
looks at it, and then it comes to me the next day. So it's already
If she's
fighting
lucky.
24 hours.
If she's lucky.
Okay. So my average day to submit was like 4.12 days or whatever. Okay. Not great, but also no one cared. no one cared. We have 60 days to submit a claim. So in my mind, like,
You got time.
4 is okay.
4 is pretty good.
I was about
That's
to say,
like that's
can somebody,
A.
Eric, can you text Sam and ask her what her average data submit time is, or ask her what the Ford
Her
thing is?
turnaround
guys
time
are-
is longer than that.
Yeah, it's got to be longer than that. That's what I was saying. Why are they so stringent on you?
And
It's-
that's with an ERO system, correct?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Electronic repair order system.
Yes.
Sam works
Now-
off site, which is a different thing, but still, I mean, if she doesn't submit a claim within 4 days, she doesn't get
I
penalized.
think it's
for
like
that.
10 or 14 days,
Yeah,
something
I mean,
like that.
that's crazy.
Granted, our warranty admin submits them within a day.
Great. That's
Good
the
for
way
that
you guys
person.
do it. That's wonderful. And if that was a tool given to me, I would do it that way as well. Anyways, the letter from the email from the owner was pretty not happy because what he saw was a table of metrics with green, yellow, and red. Okay?
And you're in the red.
No, we're in the yellow. We're in the yellow. There were a couple people. We're like at the cusp of the red, but the tile was yellow.
But that's not the point, Miss Paul. We should be in the green.
We should
The
be
yellow for that section, right? Because you're like ranked on like multiple different.
So it's
things.
basically
that.
like if the days to submit is over, like approaching different thresholds, it changes
0
color
to 3 days
a
is
lot.
green.
An
4
Excel
to
spreadsheet.
6, or yellow. Something stupid like that.
So to fix this guy's problem, you put vinegar in his coffee, and then he'll come and say, "What happened to this coffee?" And you say, "Oh, you emailed the wrong metrics."
And the thing is, with these other dealerships that are in the quote unquote green for this part that does not matter, they're big fucking dealerships. They've got money flying out of their ass.
They're like owning hundreds of dealerships type of big conglomeration.
Where there is money to blow. So, of course, they have an ERO, and of course, things get submitted, and of course, people are paid properly, and of course, they have people who have been doing it for a long fucking time. Not saying that you haven't.
So, I also have just recently had a conversation with that person about a possible raise in pay. So, when I got the email, I was very emotional about it.
Devastated is a good word.
I gave myself a couple minutes of being really fucking sad about it because that's all that he sees. That's literally like he knows nothing else about what I do. Only when something is bad, he will talk to me about it. And I've never received an email like this from him ever. Ever.
Because we put that guideline in where you don't send these to the fucking owner.
Yeah.
And so I sent an email back that may or may not have taken me about 45 minutes, which adds to the submission time of my fucking Mazda ROs. Stating, a lot of things in my job require a triage type of approach. Now that I know that this is a top item for you, of most importance, I will add it to the top of the list. I did not make excuses. I did not say, well, if we had a fucking better system or whatever, if we worked at a normal dealership, which is a huge something you should never say. I've been informed by a employee.
You mean didn't have a dial-up modem?
Well, at least we're on approaching higher speeds.
Our phone system's not.
I don't want to talk about the phone system, but I don't know. I sent it back. Never got a response to it.
Of course not.
Never got a response.
Like still till present time, never got a response.
Still to present time.
The service manager did stand up
But
for her, though.
I would also like to say that this went on you had a 12-month, rolling 12 metric, a 6-month metric, a 3-month metric, and then a current.
30 days.
I would like to, 30 days. So I would like to say that there was a trend of the submission time going down. That was not acknowledged because he didn't look at the numbers. He looked at the color.
Right.
So that's my story. Everything's fine. Yeah. So only slight mental breakdowns.
I wish I had a soundbite for that, but I don't.
It's the wah, wah, wah
It's
soundbite.
very sad.
Or screaming.
I could do that.
So, yeah, there you go. With mine's pretty short, and the
No, it's not.
thank you.
No, it's just very wide.
Soda can.
Good Lord.
Good Lord.
Eric, calm down.
Excuse me while I drink my soda.
Oh my god! Please don't watch the YouTube.
He had to let the record show he fit his whole mouth around the whole opening of the can. We got an email today of Mazda's new fuckery. It doesn't affect a lot of cars. It's like, I think it was 3,500 in total. That on the CX-50s, so second newest model, and the CX-30, the third newest model. Did you see that email today?
Probably. I was very busy trying to cut down my submission time.
Fair enough. Where the recall is for during certain events, the brake pedal may travel farther than applied,
It's squishy.
or it
Sinking brake pedal.
Correct, sinking brake pedal. So, and in it, of course, it's like,
That's not good.
no, it's not. And of course, in the mailer that they will send out, it will say something along the lines of "Stop everything you're doing. You will die if you drive this vehicle. Take it to the dealership right the fuck now. It's for free. You will
And
get
ask
a
for a
loaner."
loaner.
There it is. And ask for a loaner. So that one was fun, and I called Alex, and I'm like, "Hey, did you see this?" And he's like, "Yeah, isn't that fun?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really looking for it." And we had a CX-50 on the lot, and thank fucking God. And it was the one that was having the AC concern. So that was just like, he mentioned it. I'm like, holy shit, we do have a CX-50 here with my fucking dumb luck.
Yeah.
This is going to have it. And of course, the parts aren't ready. The repair procedure's not fucking ready. It just got fucking released.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking stop sale. It's as soon as a customer comes in here, like, fuck, they should have it towed.
There's only like 4,000 vehicles affected.
Yeah,
though.
it's not a lot, but it's still more stupid fuckery. And I think I'm okay to talk about this. I think it should be fine, realistically.
This is fine.
The new CX-90, which I enjoy, and Eric actually got to partake.
He did.
And he seemed to really like it.
I did.
I love it. I wish I could afford it.
It was very pretty.
It's like still with some bells and whistles, but towards the bottom of the trim levels. It's 45.
Does it still have the 360 degree camera?
I don't know if that one does.
I like that.
But you, like Norm said, you can get them with like a preferred package where it's an extra $1,500 and it comes with that shit. It's just you don't get the wood grain and the this,
That's
that, and the other thing.
fine.
But I recently found out with the new CX-90s that it was 80 or 83% of the ones that just got released from factory got called back because they did not pass quality.
Huh. Interesting.
Ruh-roh.
And they didn't really get into it, but the one that we have for our loan car has one. There's this very hokey way where you lift up the engine cover or the access cover to, pull the dipstick or whatever you need to. And it's got this very hokey, bright yellow, what looks to be like a ladder that you hook on a hook underneath the hood. And it looks fucking horrible, and it's held on by a nylon strap.
Why? What?
To hold the cover out of the way.
To hold the cover out of the way.
Think of your spare tire in the trunk when it has
when
that
you
hook
pull
on
it
that
up.
panel,
Yeah.
and you pull it up and you hook it on the weather stripping right below the glass.
So for little things like this, where we were looking at it, and after we found, because we were kind of poking about the car, is it's not the right length. So there's nowhere you can hook it, but you're stretching the nylon so much that it's almost tearing from the seam. So it's little things like that, apparently, that haven't passed. But for a tech's end, it's either you have to unbolt it and take out the whole entire cover, or you have to hold it there while you're checking everything. So it's little shit like that. But, welcome to a first year.
Yeah, I mean, what is the old adage? Never buy the first model year of any vehicle.
Right.
Don't be a guinea pig.
And if that's like one takeaway from this entire show,
Yes.
probably that.
Yes. So, but anyways, that's that. One shout out, and then that's that.
One shout out to Handsome Rob.
Handsome Rob.
I knew a handsome Rob back in the day.
Well, we're not talking about that Handsome Rob. We're talking about this Handsome Rob.
I think we're talking about all handsome Robs.
We're talking about this Handsome Rob.
The handsome
Well,
Rob.
hello, handsome
This
Rob.
Handsome Rob is our parts manager.
Oh.
Over at my Ford dealership.
Hi, Handsome Rob.
We're shouting him out because he did me a huge favor yesterday. He actually did me and Jake a huge favor yesterday by sending our parts driver out to the Chevy dealership to pick up
Oh, shit.
Mom's wheel hub for me because they didn't have a driver to deliver it to me.
Oh, well, shit. That was really nice of him. Thank you, Rob.
Yes.
Thank you, Handsome Rob.
Handsome Rob.
Handsome Rob,
Really
you are a
appreciate
handsome
it.
gentleman.
Above and
He's
beyond.
especially handsome today because he got a haircut.
Ah, very nice. Yes, my mother's wheel bearing almost was about to go pop.
Oh, her wheel was about to fall off the truck.
Yes, it was bad. It was going to be like the 118 with that Scion that went wee.
It was
Oh, we should post
Kia
that
Soul.
to the Facebook. That's
Sorry,
a good
Kia Soul. Another toaster. But anyways,
Hamster.
hamster car.
play
Hamster
them
car.
tunes.
I'm surprised he didn't have it on ready like he always does. You
Do you
know,
need
like
the
the last break
password?
that we just went to. There it is.
All right, we want to thank all of our sponsors, as always, Nick Lowridge, Matco Tools, and
Travis
also
Ferris and
Milwaukee.
distributing.
Thank you so much to Norm. It was great having you, buddy.
Hey, anytime.
Thank you to Ray Moon
We're gonna
from
go have
El
a
Ranchito
fun
Taco
time.
Shop.
Oh, I see what's happening
Give me
here.
guac.
Thanks to
Norman Glazier.
Norman Glazier at Stovocore _ Metalworks.
Is there a shade or something I can
And
pull
Dale
down here in
followed
the
it.
middle?
Twisted Bills,
Stop
LLC.
looking at us.
Yes,
Twisted Wheels.
can't forget about Dale. And also to Bruce Vane for these sweet, sweet tunes.
And Ray Moon.
Doobie-doobie.
We said Ray Moon with
We
his
did?
queen.
I said,
with his queemy guac.
Queemy.
Oh my god, don't kill me now.
I love his creamy guac.
No, I don't like it.
It's so delicious.
Extra ooh for you.
Oh, whoa. It reminds me of the Cummy Mummies.
Please hold the ooh woo. No, none of that. Ugh.
Anyways. All right, guys. Bye.
Anyways.
We'll see you next week.
Nice seeing y'all.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
again.
for being
Thank
here,
you, Norm. We
Norm.
appreciate it
Oh,
about
Yeah,
you.
we
I
appreciate
enjoyed
you.
coming down here. All right.
And we'll see you.
Have a safe flight
and
home.
you and Kier and a few others on Saturday.
Oh yeah, we are going out. We're doing a fun thing. We're gonna go shooting. We're gonna go off-roading. We're gonna go have a grand old adventure and show Norman the American way.
That's right.
Gay.
The American gay. He's right there.
And with that, we say,
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 "This is the way."
this is the way.
this is the way.
this is the way.
Please let it be known that I did the thing.
Thing. Norm.
Oh,
Love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.